you ever wanted to just do business with people that are like you, and similar to you, and like to work together? It just seems to be a more cohesive experience. Well, stick around for this episode because we're going to talk about how to get referrals from your existing clients to get more business for you. However, before we begin, we are going to ask that you subscribe to our channel, like our video, and put any comments down below because at the end of the video, we'll give you access to our website. So you can go off and rip off and duplicate things that we've already built in our business over the last 10 years. Here's the 5 things on how to ask for referrals in real estate. Again, there's certain people that you are like, that was a fantastic experience. I really enjoyed working with them. Man, why can't I would love to have more buyers like you, more sellers like you. Well, the best way to do that is like-minded people, and like people hang around like people. So if you have those deals where you're just like, that was such an amazing experience, they were some of the best clients I've ever had in my life, well, guess what? 9 times out of 10, birds of a feather flock together. So you want to get into their network, if you will, and figure out how you can get referrals out of them. And if you've done a great job of taking care of that client, you're more apt, of course, to be able to get the referrals from them, because they're going to be like, this agent that I had on my behalf that bought this house, that helped us buy this house, was amazing, right? And you want them to be a champion of you and your business. And the best way you do that is by providing excellent customer service. We're not in an industry right now or an era where we can just be a transaction-based company. We have got to give white glove service. Like, that's getting the referrals, is through your excellent service. When clients are happy with your service, of course, they're going to be more likely to recommend you to your friends and family. So here's the deal. Do you have systems? Do you have processes in place? Are you leveraged out? Are you running a model that gives them the feeling that they are number one in your book? I don't care if you have 7 buyers that you're working with right now. Each one of them doesn't care about the other 6. They care about themselves, rightly so. So your service comes down to communications, which realtors typically, the feedback is they don't communicate well. So how well are you communicating with them? How well are you setting them up for the next steps in the process? And just making this a smooth process. How many vendor referrals do you have if they need to get a roofer to come out and check the roof? Like, all of those things are a whole concept to providing excellent customer service. The number 2 is asking for referrals at the right time. The timing is always essential for when asking for the referrals. Really, you want to ask for referrals when your clients are feeling the most positive about the experience with you. I don't usually wait until the last day of closing to ask for referrals. They're already stressed out because they had to pack. We forget about that as real estate agents because we're not the ones necessarily helping them pack and move. Now, we've all moved before and we know how stressful that can be. A lot of times I'm having that in my buyer's consult. I'm like, hey, our bloodline and our lifeline is through referrals from people like you. So I plant that seed early on in my presentation. Now, I don't hammer it home. I don't spend 30 minutes on it. It's just a quick glimpse at it. I just want to plant that seed in their brain. And throughout the process, some people might take 30 days to find a house. Sometimes it could take 90 days to find a house. But throughout that process, I might be checking in with them like, man, I hope I'm doing a great job for you. What do you think? Yeah, you're doing great. I was like, okay, that's so awesome. So I really enjoy working with you as well. Just do me a huge favor, right? If you hear anybody talking about real estate or anything like that, hey, throw me their name, throw my name to them, throw me their name. I'll be happy to reach out to them. But again, I don't make it all about me. I don't make it this long-winded, like, you should feel guilty if you're not referring to me. Like, I don't think that's the way to do it. I think it's really about, just dropping those nuggets in when you can and not being obnoxious about it. So the third thing is being specific in your requests. When you ask for referrals, be specific about who you're looking to work with. So for me, like, I love working with military veterans. That's my background. That's why I have these banners up here and stuff like that. Like, they're my jam. Like, it's not the only people I'm going to work with, but I do know that my passion and my desire and my engine revs up when I get to work with other veterans because we just connect in a different way. So if I can find other veterans who are referring other veterans, absolutely. Like, I'm going to take that business all day long, and I thrive with that. I enjoy them. They're disciplined, right? Usually they've got their financial ducks in a row, things like that. So I will always tell them that, hey, if you know of any other military buyers, sellers that you're coming because you're moving, PCSing, whatever, hey, reach out to your buddies and let them know, right? I'll be happy to help them out. Actually, I would absolutely love it. The 4th thing is using a soft approach. We kind of talked about that. You can say, if you know anyone who's thinking of buying and selling a home, I would be grateful if you recommended me. I'm just more like, I build the relationships first, but while I will still drop these nuggets in, you still have to perform. I don't think you can just go cold call people and go, hey, I know we haven't talked in a year, but if you think of anybody buying and selling real estate, like I don't think that works well. I think it works well when you build a relationship and you prove your value. You prove that you're worthy of being referred. I know some of the older school generation was very, very staunch in, if I recommend you for a job and I put my name on the line, you better step up and perform, right? I'm not going to just throw any John Doe out there. I think sometimes that can be a challenge in our industry, especially as real estate agents, because we just want to throw our friends out there, even though they may or may not be the best realtor for these people, but I digress. The real reality of it is, if I'm going to put my name on the line, and I want you to put my name on the line, then I'm going to provide excellent service for you, because I want you to feel very comfortable and confident that when you refer me out, that you had the best experience of your life. The fifth thing is follow-up. So after asking for referrals, be sure to follow up with your clients. You've got to thank them for their referrals and let them know how much you appreciate their support. You can consider, just pick up the phone, send them a card, thank them for the referral, right? Like we forget about those little things that matter. Like if somebody's going to refer you business and you're going to take time, you should at least give them a call and say, thank you so much for thinking about me. That is so important. Perhaps I'll take them to dinner, whatever the case may be. You have to be careful of violating RESPA laws and things like that, where you can't pay to have them referred to you, but you can certainly take them out for dinner. You can certainly swing by their house and watch a game with them and bring a 6-pack of beer, right? Those type of things is they don't want to feel like they're not expecting you to necessarily give them something in return, but I think just showing up and thanking them so it's not one-sided is so critically important. So asking for referrals is an essential part of growing your real estate business, especially as you do more and more deals, right? When you do 15, 20, 30, 50, 80, you want those people saying, like, being front of mind in their mind, like, dude, we bought a house 2 years ago and it was through Mike and he did an amazing freaking job. Like, I'm going to send my parents. I don't know how many calls I get from buddies that have moved out of state from back when I was in high school. Yeah, that was like 30 years ago. That are like, hey, my parents are getting elderly. We've been out of the state for 20 years. We can't think of anybody else better to use than you, because everything we see, we know, we like, we trust. My parents are older. They need somebody they can trust. Like, that's gold, right? That is what I'm in this business for. I want people to know that they can trust me with their parents. And how do I do that, right? I stay in touch with those people, right? I may not be directly asking for referrals sometimes, but just naturally they know through their experience or who I am as a person that I'm absolutely going to take care of their parents, because it's not about the money. Certainly you got to have the money, but it's about making people feel comfortable and confident in executing on their strategy of whatever that may be. Hopefully that helps you today. Like I said, I'm very much into the referral business. Past client, agent-to-agent referrals will be another video we shoot at some point in time. But if you're not asking for the referrals, it's highly unlikely you're going to get them. Let's just be real. Most of the times we don't ask the question and we wonder why we're not getting the results. You have to ask the question. It's just a matter of emotional intelligence and how you ask that question. So hopefully that was a helpful video for you, and you can increase some of your referral business, because there's nothing better than your phone ringing because you did a great job taking care of somebody. So as we promised below, put a comment down there. We'll send you any of our systems and you can rip off and duplicate those systems. My Calendly link is here if you want to talk about this anymore. Always happy to help you out. That's what I'm here for. Thanks.